Okay, I wanted to go over the network calls lab for that's due in week 12, and also next week's agenda since we're having our uh, job fair on campus. So I go over the week 9 network call labs due week 12. It'll come up to this page here. You'll click download, and it'll open up RTF file into Word or whatever document reader you have on your computer. So what the purpose of this is, take-home lab, is to find out what local businesses have for their local area network, the backbone. And so these questions are a script for you to help you. I suggest getting about 20 phone numbers from local businesses, all different types of businesses, insurance, medical, healthcare, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, any business you can think of, restaurants. Get a list of 20 numbers, and then you'll sit down and begin calling these numbers. And here's a script. When they pick up the phone, you say, "Hello, my name is Chuck Conkle, a network student from Rock Valley College. What's your name?" Pause right there. Wait for them to give them your name. So they say their name is Sally Sue. "Sally, I've been asked to call top 5 businesses and ask the makeup of their network environment. This is supposed to help me understand how networks are used by top 5 businesses in the real world setting. Could I ask you 7 questions about your network?" Before you go into that spill, after you find out the person's name, you want to ask, before you start with it, "I have been asked to call 5 top businesses." Usually the person answering the phone is not the IT person. So you want to ask for the IT director. If they don't have an IT director, just say the person that's over your computer systems. That should get you the right person. As soon as that person answers the phone, that's when you find out their name, and we'll say their name is Tom Smith. "Tom, I've been asked to call 5 top businesses and ask the makeup of their network. This is supposed to help me understand how networks are used by top businesses in a real world setting. Could I quickly ask you 7 questions about your network?" Pause. If they say yes, "Thank you for your time, I'll make it very quick." If they say no, "Thank you for their time," and go to the next number on their list. Now, if they do say no, you could actually, they could be busy, most likely. You could tell them you could email them these questions and they could reply back. A lot of times they'll be more apt to do that. They might not reply back, but at least they'll say, "Yes, send me the questions," and then they'll give you their email. So we'll say they say yes. You'll go through all these questions. The first one is, does your network use Ethernet, token ring, or both? Wait for the response. If they say, "I don't know," go on to the next question. What's the transmission speed of your network? Number 3, what type of backbone does your network rely upon? Number 4, what type of wiring does your network use? Is it the same type for the backbone as to the workstations? Do you use WAN technologies? What topologies in each location is each location arranged in? Number 6, if money was no object, what type of upgrades would you make to your network? Number 7, if you had enough money for one of these upgrades, what would it be? So you'll fill out one of these for each business. Upon completion, you're going to send each separate filled out sheet to the Dropbox for week 12, I believe is when this is due. I'll tally them together, the results, and put them in a Excel form to where you can see them. So that's the Call Networks Lab. Next thing I want to mention is next week, week 10. Let me go to our Facebook page that's promoting this to get it right. Next week is a high-tech career expo, October 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. So instead of coming to class next week, I need you to come to the high-tech expo. It's going to be on the first floor of the WTC building in rooms 141, 142. They're going to have guest speakers, Robert Downey Jr. on the importance of coding. IBM CEO Jack Nicholson will also appear to explain what is available for computer programmers. We'll also look at women in technology. We'll have a couple folks from local area as well, and I'll be speaking as well as other students. So you are invited to that. You are required to come to that in place of the class, so make sure to come to this next week. Instead of coming to class, you're going to come to 141, 142 for the High Tech Career Expo. And so that concludes the announcements for this week, for the take home, and also next week, meeting in the High Tech Career Expo instead of coming to class. All right, well, have a good week.